Have you ever wondered how we decide which episodes to talk about on our channel? It's actually not as simple as you might think. In order to get the best results possible, we pick episodes out using this super complicated fantasy role-playing game where you move and earn points by rolling these dice. Let's see, 30 divided by 3 is 10, plus 7 is 17, minus 6 is 11, minus 5 is 6. Oh. So after 2 episodes in a row devoted to major plot twists and mystery clues, Gravity Falls returns with a board game. Hey, if they're cool with it, I'm cool with it.
I'm glad they're lightening the mood, and my love for Great Uncle Ford is growing. I mean, look at this nerd, he's adorable!
That's going to leave a mark.
Or, as people on Tumblr call it, Hunkle.
Wait, so they're calling this guy a hunk when he's probably at least in his 70s? Yeah, Tumblr's weird.
Don't mock our magical Tumblr fan system. We are a powerful force of fangirls and boys and anything in between, or out of the ordinary, and we will attack!
As it turns out, having the author of the journals living with our main characters just made the show weirder. As evidenced by the opening of this episode, the Pines family can't seem to relax without getting ambushed by the facehugger's first cousin.
Ford and his facehuggerish thing have a small battle, and Ford ends up winning, of course. Dipper wants to help Ford contain the beast, but Ford tells him that he can't, because it's too dangerous. You can literally see the heartbreak in his face here. You can practically hear it. Look at this! Heartbreak at its finest, people!
It's nice to know that the show can still be fun with the author around. He's definitely changed the dynamic of the show, but not too much. He just slides right in.
So here, Mabel is writing a letter to her parents. She's telling them about all the events that just happened in the previous episode/day. And actually, this is pretty problematic. By sending a letter like this to her parents, even if it might seem kind-hearted and cutesy, it will inform them that both twins are alive. Stanley and Stanford are both there. And this will probably set up some stuff in the future. And I assume we'll finally get to meet their parents.
Ooh, I smell a season finale.
But let's continue.
Dipper can't get anyone to play his new math-filled fantasy board game. After one of his dice rolls down into a burrow, he falls into the basement where he runs into Ford.
Ford then agrees to play the game with Dipper, and this one scene just makes me shout out that he's just the cutest giant nerd ever, always. My love for Ford is growing every second and nothing can stop it ever.
During the game, the subject of other dimensions comes up, and while Ford is reluctant to tell Dipper about what he saw while in the portal, he does show him something he brought back, an infinity-sided die that, when rolled, can cause anything to happen. It's an interesting idea for an item, but does Gravity Falls really need one? Considering all that we've seen, pretty much anything can happen in this show, regardless of whether or not dice are rolled. Oh well, I'm sure the fanfiction authors will have fun with it.
I thought it was a really interesting item, showing off the cool things he brought back with him from his travels.
If nothing else, I like how it fits right in with the theme of this episode, being a multi-sided die, just like the ones from the game.
Brenda, Mabel, and Stanley are getting ready to watch the Duck-tective season finale, but Dipper and Ford have taken up all the space in the TV room.
For the record, the way that Stan and Ford talk about Duck-tective is a really enjoyable reference to how fans view Gravity Falls.
I don't get a lot of it, but I like animals in human situations.
Although Grenda's line almost seems like it's trying to reference a different show.
Stanley and Stanford get into a small fight but quickly calm down, even just a little bit. Stanley seems to still be aggravated though, and in throwing Stan Ford's bag into the ground, accidentally rolls the infinity-sided die, making the game come to life.
Mortals of Dimension 46 apostrophe backslash, kneel before me and...
Yep, it's a Weird Al cameo.
Love that guy.
And for the record, he does get in some funny lines. He fits right in.
So here, Probabilitor the Annoying whisks Dipper and Ford away into the forest to eat their brains to gain intelligence. Gringle, Stan, Mabel, and Grenda set out to help them, and this line has to be my favorite in the episode.
If my hands were free, I'd break every part of your face.
The rest of the Pines family breaks through and tries to attack Probabilitor. He challenges them to a real-life game of Dungeons, and more dungeons.
The game is a battle royale. We help our characters by casting spells determined by rolls of the dice.
Say, wait a minute. That doesn't sound anything like the game Dipper was describing earlier. Plot hole! I found a plot hole! Red alert! Combat! Okay, I don't care.
Nobody cares. Anyway, there's a long involved fight of gaming.
Escalators, escalators, escalators!
Eels.
The Pines eventually end up winning, turning Probabilitor into pure math! Grungostan is a world-class gambler, and that dumb trick is one of the smartest things I've seen. I don't care if he's supposed to be the dumb twin. He's smart in his own ways, and it is awesome.
Yeah, don't think that Ford being here suddenly makes the other characters less interesting. They still all get their moments to shine as well.
So, they end the episode with a small clip of the Duck Detective finale. Apparently, Duck Detective has a twin brother. I wonder what this is referencing. We also get a clip of Ford and Dipper, and Ford tells Dipper a really huge secret about an interdimensional rift. He has it contained for now, but the episode ends on an oddly ominous note for how the rest of it went down. It almost made me uncomfortable. This was a really great episode. It lifted up the mood of the show a lot. And we're getting to see some more of Great Uncle Ford, which is awesome. I would give this a 4.7.
While episodes like Not What He Seems and A Tale of Two Stands are nice, I'm glad that even now, the show can still do episodes like this one. With this episode, the writers just had fun with the show and didn't worry so much about creating complicated mystery stuff to think about. Instead, the episode focuses more on the humor, and I think it does its job pretty well. There were enough funny moments to keep the mood up, and while they were subtle, they did manage to slip in a few hints to the future, with things like the new relationship between Dipper and Ford, or possibly Mabel's letter. I'd give this whole thing a solid 4 out of 5. It was fun.
So, thank you for watching, and we hope to see y'all in the next video. Adios!
First in my class there at MIT. Got skills, I'm a champion at D&D. MC Escher, that's my favorite MC. Keep your 40 out, just have an Earl Grey tea. My rims never spin, to the contrary. You'll find that they're quite stationary. All of my action figures are cherry. Stephen Hawking's in my library. My MySpace page is all totally pimped out. Got
Oh, draw a card. You just received an invitation to the Blood Moon Ball. Move forward 6 spaces and review Star versus the Forces of Oh!
They see me mowing my front lawn. I know they're all thinking I'm so wide and nerdy.
Only Ford gives you EcoBoost fuel economy and a whole lot more. With so many ands, where will you end up? The fuel-efficient Ford Fusion.